So exercise number one, remember yourself. Now, what this means is remember yourself in everything you do. So like I said, you know, throughout our whole lives, we are always focusing on the outward, getting things done, doing laundry, doing this whole list of errands, going to work, blah, blah. All of our attention is always going outwards. And so the way to shift that momentum and bring it inwards is to remember yourself in everything you do. So from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, always remember yourself. So when you wake up, remember yourself. It's like, I am laying here in bed. And then like you wake up and you start walking around your house. Remember yourself as you walk around the house. Like, I am walking down the hallway. I am walking down the stairs. Or however, everything you do, just remember yourself. And all day long, just constantly just bring that attention back to yourself, because you're going to forget yourself 1,000 times throughout the day, but 1,000 times you'll remember. And so just keep remembering yourself all day long. And so when you're eating, remember yourself. Remember that you're eating. Just remember that you're drinking water. Remember, even when you're paying bills, remember that I'm paying bills. Or just remember yourself in everything you do. This is actually one of the first things that I did 20 years ago when I discovered the spiritual enlightenment. Is just like, you have to remember yourself. And so no matter what your life is like, whether you're having a really good time in your life or maybe your life is really bad, the whole point of becoming spiritual enlightenment or enlightened is so that you can change how your life is. You're no longer a victim of your circumstance. Now you can create things. So when you're present in your present moment and you can remember yourself in everything you do, then you can change things if things are not going your way. So if something were to happen and throughout your day and you get angry or something frustrates you, remember yourself, I'm getting frustrated. And so when you remember yourself, you are more able to change things. And so instead of getting caught up in your emotions, and let's just say you're driving and for some reason you get some road rage or whatever, you get angry at the traffic or whatever. And just if you remember yourself and you bring that energy inwards, that can help boost your enlightenment and make you even stronger of an enlightened person. So negative things are not always necessarily negative. They can actually be used to your advantage. And so and this happens because let's just say you're a very positive person. So I'm going to give you an example of how negativity actually can help you. So if you're a positive person and you're full of great dreams and everything, and you're always caught up in your daydreams, it's hard to wake up to your true essence and become enlightened because you're caught up in your mind so much and you're so identified with your dreams and thoughts and things like that you don't want to come down from those things. So I mean, if you have something, if your life is, I want to say negative, say if you have a lot of anger or if things are frustrating you, you can use that to actually boost your own enlightenment. So if something were, if you're to get some pain of some kind, you stub your toe or whatever, anything that's bad, you can, remember yourself, and then that energy, that anger goes inwards, and then you become stronger as an enlightened person, and now you can change your situation because of it. Whereas the other way around, if you are unenlightened and you are caught up in your emotions, if you get angry, you might do something stupid. You might throw something against the wall and break something that you actually care about, such as your phone or some plates or glass or whatever. I'm just saying for instance. So I mean, if you get caught up in your emotions, you're going to do something that you might regret later on. So I mean, if you're angry and you say something harmful to one of your loved ones or your friends and family, and then you come back an hour later, your emotions have calmed down, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry I said that, or whatever else. Had you been enlightened and you were able to change how you felt, or you had a little bit more understanding of why you felt or whatever, you can change that whole situation or not make it happen, in the first place. So that's the whole point of being enlightened, is that you can change things. And so if you are caught up in your mind, caught up in your emotions, an enlightened person can change things. And so, like I said, anger, depression, sadness are actually useful to becoming enlightened. So if you get caught up in your emotions and you actually your sadness and you actually, keep drawing out, or if you want to listen to sad songs, that's your own prerogative. You can do that if you want to. But, and some people actually like that kind of thing. But you can if you don't like your depressions, if you don't like your sadness and anger, become aware of yourself and remember yourself. And then once you become aware of yourself and you're centered in your being, now you can change your emotion because you and your emotions are separate. And so in the second part of this course, I'm actually going to give you some more exercise on how you can change your thoughts, change your emotions, and that's all part about self-mastery. But becoming enlightened is the first step, and that is to know that you're not your emotions. You know that you're your mind. So the same thing happens with your mind. If you have negative thoughts, remember yourself. I'm having negative thoughts. And so once you become more centered with yourself, you can change your thoughts because you are not your mind. And so, whereas the other way around, if you are unenlightened and you're identified with your thoughts and your thinking, same thing happens. You might do something stupid or whatever else. So that's how negativity can actually help you. Now, if you're a positive person, that's, just as good too, because you're eventually going to want to change your things for the positive. So if you're already positive, all you have to do is just still, if you're in a daydream, if you have a really nice dream and you're thinking about going on vacation or whatever else, just remember yourself. I'm the one having a daydream about my vacation to Mexico or whatever your fantasy might be. So just, even if you're having good thoughts or if you're even having happy emotions, just remember yourself, I'm feeling happy today. And those emotions and you are still going to be separate, but at least you can enjoy those things. So that's what spiritual enlightenment is like just being able to choose your own destiny and choose how you feel, choose what you think. And so throughout your whole day, remember yourself. And so no matter how old you are, most of your life, you're probably thinking outward. So remembering yourself brings your attention inwards. So just like I'm creating this video. So just like, you can change things. So remember yourself in everything you do. And the more and more you remember, you're going to get stronger and stronger in this awareness, this centeredness that you are, which is your true essence. So remember yourself in everything you do, and you'll become stronger and more enlightened as you go along.